Gonna set this little phone up. We're gonna let the room do its thing. Gonna let the room fill up a little bit, and we gonna boogie. Come on in, so we can talk some talk. Talk about a little camp, little cowboy something. You know what I'm saying? Get a little bit going. I've been incredibly lazy the past couple days in terms of content and how content work. I beg your forgiveness. But I always say, one of my favorite things to say, the key word in vacation is vacate. And I have been vacating. But I'm kind of here to catch up on everything. I'm here to give my thoughts. I'm here to say what's up to the, you know what I'm saying, to give a little, you know what I'm saying, to tell y'all what I've been seeing, you know what I'm saying. So come on in. Chopped it up with Law Nation Jeff Kevin. I don't know if we're gonna try to get like a little round table scout cast kind of thing going on, but we're gonna have to we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when we get there, you know what I'm saying? We just got back. Or I just got back rather. Practice was a little bit ago. I still gotta get acclimated to the idea that whatever time it is here is 2 hours later over there in Texas or whatnot. So all right, but we'll cross that road. What's good, y'all? Um, what I wanted to do today, what's on the playbook, what's on the agenda. Put my Jamie Foxxes on while I talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Put my Jamie Foxxes on because they say if Jamie Foxx sold a certain amount of sunglasses, we was gonna kick Jalen Smith off the field or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to do my part, get my Jamie Foxxes on. You know what I'm saying? Just to get, you know what I'm saying? Get a little, get my Jamie whatever bullshit. Um, camp has been cool, man. Camp has been cool. I mean, people we got 86. Rest of y'all to catch up. Camp has been cool. Camp has been fun. The best part of camp is just running into people. You know what I mean? The best part of camp is just kind of running into people that know you but you don't necessarily know them, and you just kind of get to just interact with the folk, man. I've fist bumped a bunch of people. I've shaken a bunch of hands. You know what I'm saying? Salute, kissed some babies and all that. Took some pictures. It was cool. There was one kid named Oscar. He was in the stands or whatever. He says he was a freshman in high school, but he's 17 years old somehow. And he was telling me he was telling me he about to start playing football or whatever. Except so I'm like, all right, cool. And me and Law was doing a video or whatnot, and he was listening to what I was saying on Law's. You know, Law was recording some drill work. And I was just breaking down some D line stuff or whatever, just kind of cool. And he was like, "Oh man, that was cool. What y'all do? What y'all do?" You know, I was telling him what we were doing. He was like, he learned something. You know, I always appreciate when people learn something and all that. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope meeting young Oscar and Oscar Senior and all that. We ran into a bunch of people, man. But anyway, that boy need to. I swear to God, that boy said I'm about to start playing football. I say. Yeah, because I was trying to teach him. Because you teach DNs not to run down the middle of people. You teach them to attack the half or whatever. And he was a smaller dude, so in my mind, he was a young cat. And since he was kind of small, I need to know your age to size ratio because okay, oh, you'll get bigger. You're small now. You know what I mean? And he was playing DN. I was like, how old are you? He was like, I'm 17. So in my mind, he said he's 17. Okay, so so you about a junior or senior or something. So you just need to work on your speed or whatever. He was like, nah, man, I'm I'm a freshman actually. I'm a freshman. I was like, oh, my bad. Shouts out to young Oscar and Oscar Senior though. Train camp's been cool, man. Don't take too much into the Dak hurt news. Dak was training all day and all day yesterday or whatever. It's not like practice had to stop. It's not like Dak was laying on the ground saying, help me, please." Um, Dak just had like a mild little whatever, whatever. He just didn't want to push himself because it's camp or whatever. So don't even worry about four. Four is gonna be good to go. You don't really want him pushing himself in this kind of scenario anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's something light. It's something light. Uh, 21. Zeke has been quick looking. Zeke has been quick looking. Shouts out to him. His whole slim down thing. I know people call Zeke fat every year, but Zeke's slim down thing is a real thing. You can see how shifty he is on his feet or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So now that we got the easy cats out the way, we got Dak and Zeke out the way. I wish I had my war call button. Like y'all just use y'all imagination or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna use the bottle as my button or whatever. So I'm like war call, and I just hit the button. Just in your mind, imagine me war call. All right. CD Lamb, incredible war call. You know what I'm saying? Like you think about like Dez and how Dez used to do at training camps and how nobody could cover him. You know what I'm saying? How nobody, um, you know, I'm not Vachi. These people are missing. That's all I gotta say about that. Icon. Dez would just routinely whoop up on everybody that he was lined up against. And boy, Diggs is gonna be ready. Diggs is gonna be ready because when you see Trevon Diggs, he locks everybody up. But when CD comes out there, you can see Diggs go. You know what I'm saying? You just see it because man, like some of the catches that other people don't catch, CD normally catches those. You know what I mean? So the passes that's way out in front, the passes that's high, we see CD, go up and come down with those catches, man. And I was just hating on Cowboys fans on my Twitter a little bit ago. Follow me on Twitter, Voch Lombardi, VOCHLOMB, ARDI. I was just hating on Cowboy fans over there for a second because I'm like, man, if like you can live your whole Cowboy career as a fan, and you can finally get the greatest show on turf, right? Like if somebody told you, man, we're gonna get you the greatest show on turf as a Cowboy fan or whatever, right? Y'all motherfuckers would still cut Marshall Faulk and try to trade Torrey Holt for a linebacker. You know what I mean? Like you see so many people going, hey man, CD Lamb gonna be the number one, then let's move Amari Cooper. Or let's just have two number ones. You know what I mean? Let's have an offense where we have Anquan Bolden and a Larry Fitzgerald. You know what I mean? Where we just got two guys that we can take advantage of that matchup in that way. Like you look at the guy that won the Super Bowl last year. He has relatively kind of sort of two number one guys on his offense, you know what I'm saying? With a really good complimentary dude and Godwin. So I'm not just trying to give up my guys. I'm not just trying to give up my guys just to go, you know what I'm saying? Just to fall victim to damn boy, we sure not as good at wide receiver as we once was, you know what I'm saying? Keep Gallup, keep Coop, let both those dudes be number one receivers. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to have a number one and a number two, but let's get rid of the number one. And I keep the ones. Keep the ones. I'm gonna answer all super chats by the way, so don't go nowhere. Thoughts on Connor Tanner? No bad at that's false, but I'm gonna help you with that. But CD is incredible, man. CD fits that number one wide receiver role while Cooper is gone. So just imagine how much better CD would be, you know what I'm saying, with Cooper there. You know what I'm saying? So CD's been getting a lot of outside work, but I think that's because he has to. But you will see splashes of Cedric Wilson. You'll see splashes of Simi. You know what I'm saying? You'll just see these guys here and there. Cowboys got a lot of guys that they bring in and they can if anything, the Cowboys are really good at evaluating wide receivers. If you think about, I forgot what school he went to, like North Texas or something. Not Jalen Darden, Jalen Guyton. Jalen Guyton, a really fast outside wide receiver, whatever. He comes to our team. He's in our camp. He can't make the team, you know what I'm saying? But he goes to the Chargers and he makes plays over there because Cowboys are really good at finding receivers, drafting and evaluating receivers. So we got a gang of receivers. The problem is they can't all make the team because we just so stacked there, you know what I'm saying? So But I said all that to say though, Noah Brown is having an incredible camp, and you just kind of see Noah Brown working his way into the funk. You see Noah Brown working that slot. You see him working, just working the outside or whatever. He's all over the place, so maybe he'll have a bigger workload this year. Um, I'm not supposed to be saying this necessarily because this is a nuanced camp secret, but they don't respect YouTubers as official cowboy media anyway. And I'm sure like if I was on the radio, I'm not supposed to be saying this, or if I'm on .com, I'm not supposed to be saying this. But I'm on YouTube and I ain't really got bosses like that. Let me get my work already. I saw Tony Pollard line up at the X today. Work on X today. Saw Tony Pollard line up at the X today, wide right. You know what I'm saying? We saw a lot of formations where they would feature Tony and Zeke at the same time. This time in particular, like they'll go empty or something. Tony would be the wide outside right guy. Then the very next play, Tony would be right next to the quarterback or whatever. So you can definitely expect that in the plan somewhere. It's about time it happens. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been talking about that for a while. We've been talking about getting Tony involved in the passing game for a while, and I don't think it's because of we have a lack of receiver. I've heard that before. That Tony's out there because they just hurt at wide receiver, whatever. Gallup practiced today, so Gallup is fine. But like I don't know these churn names, but like number 17, Reggie Davis. He was one of the guys that's out there. Malik, whatever his face is, and whatever Aaron Parker, the other Mississippi State. Like it's plenty guys that can play. You know what I mean? So it's not like we just need somebody to line up at X because Cooper ain't here. Now Tony Pollard is out there. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Malik Turner, thank you, sir. So that's just that, man. That's just that. But interesting uh, development there or whatever. Somebody asked me earlier. We had a super chat. I wish I could find your name, man. Ed. What's up, Eddie? He said, let me read this, verbatim so I get this right. He said, thoughts on Connor at center and no Biotish. That's actually not true. Connor's working. He's working at center to get backup reps if they need him at center, but Tyler Biotish has been taking the team one center snaps. Connor McGovern's been getting some good work, but I don't see Connor McGovern taking over anybody's spot. I think Williams has a firm grip on left guard, and I think Biotish looks really, really good at center. So that's just that. If I can just get my workout button ready. Man, Tyron Smith, like he's in the best shape of his life. Workout of his life. Boy, Tyron Smith, like he's in the best shape of his life, man. That early Tyron Smith where, if we watching, like we not even watching the rep necessarily. We just watching to see if Tyron can get his hands on you. Because we know that if Tyron can get hands on you, that's ball game. You know what I'm saying? Tyron's back in that mode. We was looking at injured Tyron, and we was like, he looks kind of stiff in the hips. Tyron looks kind of whatever, boom, boom. Tyron back, man. Tyron back like he never left. He's back like he never left. So that's good to go there. Your first offensive line is Tyron, Williams, Biotish, Martin, Leal Collins. Leal Collins looks great. The first swing, the swing interior guy. I mean, Connor moves around. Connor Williams moves around, but Connor McGovern, if he ever had to step in and play, he'll be good to go. They've been fighting for the swing tackle position. You would think that Ty Nsekhe, the free agent that we got, you would think Ty Nsekhe would come in and take over responsibilities as swing tackle guy. But it's been him, Josh Ball, Brandon Knight been in there. Terry Steele don't look. I don't want to say Terrence Steele don't look horrible, but he's always lined up against Randy Gregory when he's playing. And boy, don't let me talk about 94. We're gonna talk about the defense in a minute. What else happened on offense before I move on? CD got a new highlight catch every day of practice. I wish he'd sit down and not get hurt or whatever. Your boy from Mexico, Isaac Aracon. He's big and he's out there. Not doing too much though. Mitch Hyatt is on IR or something like that, so he might get. Yeah. Um, Anything else interesting on the offense before I move on? Rico Dowdle's getting the snaps. Ben DiNucci is the worst quarterback I ever seen. That's just facts. Gary Gilbert looks like a really good backup quarterback. Gary Gilbert might be your quarterback two guy. I just want to get all the offense out of the way before I get into defense because I got a mouthful to say about defense. Um, I think that's all I got. Y'all got any questions on offense before I move on to defense? Do y'all have any questions on off? Let me put my Jamie Foxxes on while I'm reading my chat box. Do y'all have any questions about offense before I move on to because I'm gonna be war calling the shit out of this bottle. So yeah, I just need to know what the vibe is. I need to know what the vibe is, man. I just you know what I'm saying. Somebody was asking earlier. I saw a comment that was asking about Dak. They was like, does it look like Dak is rusty? He had the 3 interception day. Like if you log all the practices, Dak was beating the shit out the defense every day of practice. Just that one day in particular, he had 3 interceptions, and it's just practice. Dak is gonna try to make throws at practice that he wouldn't even attempt to make in the game. So when you see uh, reports that Dak threw interceptions or whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anthony Hayes dropped 5 in the super chat. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you, sir. Alex say In-N-Out is better than Whataburger. Relax. You're an Eagles fan, man. What you doing up here? What you doing over here? Appreciate you, Alex. Thanks for having you, sir. All right, I think that's all I got on offense, man. I'm about to get into some defense talk. I need my war call ready. Got my Jamie Foxxes on. Tight ends. L Duncan on TV. Hey, L Duncan. That's my other wife. Tight ends. Get my war call ready. Take off my Jamie Foxxes. Get my war call ready. Dalton Schultz is your tight end one. War call. Tight end one. Like Blake is involved. Don't get me wrong, and it's going to be a lot of 12 personnel or whatever. So Blake's going to be in the game, but like you'll be watching practice, and you'll be like, damn boy, like why is Blake not getting more? Like is Blake hurt or something? Like why is Blake? You know what I'm saying? Like is he recovered? They just trying to play him slow. I don't think they're trying to play Blake slow because Blake been healthy since OTAs. Now don't forget about that. Blake been healthy since OTAs. Jarwin probably just a little better. He was even on the jug machine after practice, you know what I'm saying? Just to continue to work on his hands or whatever. But in terms of I'm making all the tough catches, I've probably developed into the more nuanced route runner. I'm the better block. Him and Randy had a little war in one of them little run plays in team yesterday. And they had a good little fight today too. Blake when you watch film on Blake, go back and watch my old videos during the season. Blake got film of him blocking D ends or whatever. So that's normal for Blake. So Blake may be tight end one just by design of I can block and I can run routes a little bit and I can make tough catches to where, pardon me, Dalton Schultz. Pardon me, Dalton Schultz. Number one, Dalton Schultz is making the tough catches. Dalton Schultz got the hands. Dalton Schultz been putting up a good fight with Randy Gregory. Blake Jarwin is looking like the number 2 guy. If anything, Blake Jarwin is going to be the guy to extend the defense. My bad, y'all. My bad, man. My bad. I had a little slip. Schultz is your number 1 guy. He's been making the tough catches. And you know how tight end just generally works? It's who the quarterback trusts more, And Dak seems to trust Dalton Schultz a little more. You know what I mean? To where Blake Jarwin is more so going to be like the downfield guy, big play guy, whatever. But Dalton is your number 1 guy. Dalton Schultz your number 1 guy. I think that's everything on offense. Get my war call ready. Let me put my Jamie Foxxes on. Get my war call ready. Dan Quinn, incredible dog. War call. This will be the time in live stream where I do 2 war calls in a row. Dan Quinn. Every day in practice, right? Take off my Jamie Foxxes. Every day at practice. Practice starts at 11 or whatever. I think Dan Quinn might be the only coach that got 4 assistants. I thought that was interesting when I first saw it. I'm looking like, why Dan Quinn got all these assistants? This is what Dan Quinn will do. Dan Quinn has his D-line broken up by noses. That's 1 techs and zeros. 3 techs. They all go whatever. Then he got ends. Okay. That's how he'll have those guys set up. And he has an assistant for each position. Big boy 1 techs, upfield busting ass, 3 techs, defensive ends, right? And then you'll be watching, right? You'll be watching. And then you'll just see Dan Quinn go off to the side. You'll see Dan Quinn just kind of disappear. He'll just walk over, walk over by himself. And he'll grab just one of the kids over there, right? And that could be like y'all know the undrafted kid from Oregon that we got. What's his face with the funny Hawaiian name? He'll just grab him. Or he'll grab Azur Kamara. He'll just grab somebody that ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? He'll pull him to the side, right? And then the first 15 minutes of practice, the ends over there still doing their work. The 3 techs still over there doing their work. The 1 tech still over there doing their work. But he'll have a one-on-one for 20 minutes. Austin Faolu, thank you. He'll have a one-on-one with Randy Gregory. And he's using Oregon kid as a crash dummy, Warren called. As a crash dummy. A crash dummy. And he's taking so much time with Randy, right? He's putting the pads on himself. He's like, Randy, when you do this, you need to, and you need to, and you'll just see Randy just working on it. Law Nation gonna drop a video later. I was doing commentary on. You'll probably see it then. But he was just, Randy, you need to, nuance. Meanwhile, and I say this because Mike Nolan used to do shit like sit in the press box. You know what I'm saying? Mike Nolan used to sit in the press box and watch from afar. Dan got 3 assistant coaches. And they all working on what they need to work on. But Randy, I need you to, when you boom in the back. You know what I'm saying? He's teaching them. As if Randy needed any more damn help. Being great. But he take the after about 15, 20 minutes, he'll be like, all right, Randy, go back over there with the ends. And he'll run over there with the ends. And then Austin Fiolu, the undrafted kid from Oregon that we're using as a test dummy now, he'll be like, Coach, you want me to go? He said, no, you just stay right there. He'll be like, Coach, bring me Osa. Then Osa would run from the 3 techs. So Randy back with the group of ends with the end coaches now. Then he'll call over Osa. He'll be like, Osa Odigizua, a 3rd round pick UCLA. He said, Osa. When you bam. 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Teaching them on the sides. You know what I'm saying? On the sides. He's run back over there. Austin say, Coach, you want me to leave? No, don't go nowhere. Stay right here. Austin, you still the crash dummy. Don't go nowhere. Coach, send me Brent. Then Brent Urban will run over there. Brent Urban run over there with Dan Quinn. He say, Brent. He say, Brent, man, when you're doing that thing that you do, and Brent say, what, Coach? That thing. He said, all right, what you? He said, whoop. Bam. You know what I'm saying? And he started coaching Brent. To where everybody used to just kind of be together, but he's pulling people aside. He said, Randy, you know that thing that you do? Do it like this. Also, that totally different thing that you do this to make that better. Yo, Brent, that thing that I don't want to change what you do. Keep doing what you do, Brent. But next time, just you know what I'm saying? Do it like this, Brent. And Dan Quinn is a teacher. He is a teacher. Then after that, he get all their asses together. Dan Quinn, all right, y'all. And then Austin like, Austin tired as hell because he just got punched in the chest by Randy Gregory, Brent Urban, also Diggy Zul for the past hour. Walk off. Look, Austin be tired as hell, man. Austin be in the locker room, toe up. He said, Austin, what's wrong? Why your shirt all? Why your shirt all toe up, Austin? What's wrong with your clothes, Austin? Austin been a test dummy for the past hour of the past week or two. I think that goes back to Dan Quinn knowing where his feet are. You know what I'm saying? To where Dan Quinn got a handful of top tier cats on this team. Dan Quinn can't spend time with everybody. But what can I teach Quentin Bohanna right now that's going to be like super effective in a way that is going to help this team, whatever. It won't be. There's nothing you can teach Bohanna, whatever. But if Brent Urban's going to be an impact guy for you, if Randy's going to be an impact guy for you, he grabbed Osa. So I would imagine that Osa has some role that would allow him for, to be an impact guy for him or whatnot. I would imagine that everybody that he's taking his time with, he look at those players like, you're the ones that's going to make the big difference on this defense. You're the ones that's going to, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's interesting, man. I think that's interesting. In terms of how does Randy Gregory look, I know like y'all like to be weary when people start to hype people up and shit, but I went and saw for my own eyes. Randy Gregory and D-Law switched bodies because Randy big and D-Law slim now. You know what I'm saying? So I'd imagine somebody tapped D-Law on the show and say, hey man, you might have to stand up, so like slim up a little bit, but I don't know. But Randy looks incredible. Randy looks incredible, man. I already think highly of him, but if that dude can be what he can be, and Dan Quinn just giving them the no, when you know what I'm saying? If Randy can be the guy that we think he can be, then it's not even close. Not even close. Let me put my Jamie Foxx's on before I hit the you know what I mean? One time. Okay, here we go. Brent Urban is the biggest human I've ever seen in my life. Work on in my life. In my life, bro. And I hopped on Twitter and said that I've been putting the updates on Twitter, so y'all follow me on Twitter, Voch Lombardi. I've been putting the updates on Twitter, and I'd be like, yo, like Brent Urban is the biggest human I've ever seen. And people like, Voch, take a picture, Voch. But I'm like, this shitty Samsung 8i, 8S or whatever, the camera not gonna do it justice. I'm in person, right? I even went from the stands to up closer. I want to see a little closer. I look close, bro, and I go, there's Quentin Bohanna that we all expect to be one of the biggest cats on this team. Justin Hamilton, who we fully expect to be the biggest person on this team because they knows us, right? You see Neville Gallimore, who was big last year, but he's man body now. Brent Urban bigger than all them. Walk all them. That was Walcott. He bigger than all them. I got 412 people in here watching right now. I'm just letting y'all know. This ain't my regular setup, so I don't have my war call. So the bottle is my button. Okay, the bottle is my button. And I'm gonna say war call. And when I say it, y'all just imagine it in y'all head, and I'll just you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't need a legit like this my camera that I got, but I'm not going out there to work, man. I'm enjoying myself. I'm not recording nothing out there. But I just wish y'all could see with y'all eyes how much bigger Brent Urban is than everybody else on the team. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at him. He was working out with the noses, by the way. So I think that's something worth noting. because if you look at the film, when he was at the Bears, Brent would line up at 3 tech, 2-5 defensive end nose or whatever. So I think Brent's gonna be doing some 1 tech things for us. But as big as that dude is, man, you just don't see it on film. You just don't see it on camera, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see it with your eyes. Brent Urban bigger than Bohanna and Justin Hamilton. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta see with your eyes. He's incredible, man. I think he's gonna do great things for us. Any other D line notes? Neville's cool. Tristan Hill working out on the side, looking explosive. So we'll keep eyes on him. We'll just keep eyes on him. Um, but he's in great shape. D Law's on the side, great shape. I know y'all want to ask me about DBs, but we going to order. That's how my brain works because I'm ignorant as hell. D line. Who else? Defensive end. They was like Dorrance Armstrong making plays, but not enough plays to impress me. You know what I'm saying? Like Dorrance making plays, but that's Josh Ball saying like that's Terrence Steele player. Like whatever. Yeah, I guess we'll move on to linebacker then. Let me put on Jamie Foxx's song. Get my war card ready. Get my war card ready. Bradley not cool, but we're gonna have to see Bradley not for the preseason, really see what he's all about. And put my Jamie Foxx, get my war card ready on. I think it's gonna be special and interesting that your third best pass rusher could be a 9-sack guy for you, and that's looking like Micah Parsons. War card. It's looking like I think this is her 2 war cards in a row. War card. Micah Parsons flying his ass around the field, ladies and gentlemen. The interesting thing about Parsons is Parsons isn't showing his big value at linebacker right now. Parsons is showing his value as an edge rusher, which is interesting. Because as a linebacker, Parsons is just kind of getting away. He's getting away with everything with just his athleticism. There's one play, right? To where say this is Parsons. This is Keanu Neal, right? The ball's going this way. Parsons is on the backside of the play. They running at Neal to the sideline. Parsons and Neal start running to the sideline. Parsons is so athletic, he runs over Neal to get to the play. You know what I'm saying? But the funny part about it is that he was late. He was late recognizing or whatever, right? Like Parsons recognized the play late, but Neal recognized the play early, and Parsons just of pure recovery speed ran Neal ass over to get to the play. You see what I'm saying? Parsons, bro. Like, I know Parsons had his issues with like mental processing or whatever, but if you got the speed to correct that, it's fine. Still work on the mental processing though, because like we still got to like play against the Rams and the Chiefs and shit like that. But just off pure athleticism, Parsons looks ridiculous. But he's making his money as a pass rusher right now, and that's where I had him messed up. You know what I'm saying? Because I was evaluating him as a traditional Mike linebacker. He's not that. He's not that. He's not a traditional like Mike linebacker. He may end up playing traditional Mike linebacker, but him as a pass rusher, he's special as a pass rusher. He don't even know what he's doing. Dan Quinn didn't pull Parsons to the side, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But Parsons just as a natural pass rush is cool. Tyron Smith pulls him to the side and they work with each other here and there. So that's fun. But Tyron out here terrorizing people, so that shit don't. We ain't finna, you just can't do that every day. You just don't want to get punched in the chest. You don't want recreational Tyron Smith hand punches to the chest just for the sake of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what that is. But Jalen's cool. Keanu Neal gets picked on in the pass game or whatever, run game, he's all right. Van Der Esch looks incredible. Van Der Esch looks incredible. So but that's because he's playing will linebacker, right? We always talk about Van Der Esch needing to be where he's supposed to be at. And I think when we try to force Mike and Sam on Van Der Esch, that's when he looks bad. But Van Der Esch has a will linebacker. He's really putting the nipple on the titty at that spot. So shouts out to him. Put my Jamie Foxxes on. Jabril Cox can cover his ass off, you know. Walk off. We already knew Jabril Cox could cover, you know what I'm saying? But he can cover his ass off, and I say that for one particular. If Keanu Neal is the better run player, Jabril Cox is the better cover guy. If Dalton Schultz keeps embarrassing Keanu Neal, it'll only be a matter of time before you see Jabril Cox start to cover. You know what I'm saying? Work hard. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? To where when we look at Jabril, his struggles are in the run game, you know. And Keanu Neal is fine in the run game. You know, he's kind of fiery and missile-y in the run game, but just Schultz just abusing. Schultz is just abusing. What's his face, man? Schultz is Dalton Schultz is smoking Keanu Neal on the regular. You know what I'm saying? That don't happen to Jabril Cox when he's up against like Sean McKeon and shit like that. So I think if the process of camp keeps going on, you know, that might be a thing to look for. That might be a development to keep our eyes on. DBs now. We're gonna talk about DBs, and then I'm gonna take y'all questions, and I'm gonna go take a nap because I've been in the hot sun all day. Schultz blocking is amazing. There's no Schultz's blocking is amazing. Jarwin's not on pup. Jarwin's good to go. What? They call and ask me, did I get my towels? I got them. All right, man, y'all ain't want that. They ain't want that. They ain't want that. Get some more water. They calling me. Got some more water. All right, let's talk about DBs. Make your bed? Nah. Hell no. Needed to change your profile pic. What is that? What is that? We'll see later. What was he talking about? DBs, right? So less than a bag of almond M&M's. DBs. What a motherfucker. Fuck. I missed. Also, too, y'all can tell how phony I am with sports. The NBA draft going on right now. And I had no clue. Because y'all know, like, when the NFL draft is on, it just consumes my life. NBA draft is on. I cared nothing. I'd rather talk Cowboys than NBA draft. Whatever. Corners, DBs. Y'all want to start cornerback or safety? Let me eat my M&M, and y'all tell me, do y'all want corners or safety first? Because I got some nuanced opinions on both. Y'all let me know. Corner, safety. Corner, safety. Dak is fine. Dak was on the course today. He was with Britt Brown. Ankle's cool. He just resting the shoulder. He's good to go. Okay. So peep this out. And this is hilarious. I put this on the Twitter too for y'all to go see. Malik Hooker was working the cords all day. He was just on the cords. He was just kind of cooling, working the cords, rehabbing, stretching. lunging, doing stretching, lunging. At some point, he started to do DB drills, right? Just just like jog through DB drills, just uh, back pedal forward, throw the ball, DB drills. Team was going on the other field. We should be watching team. We should be watching people throw the football like the actual plays. We all stopped. Everybody that was in the crowd area, we all stopped, and we just wanted to watch Malik Hooker do DB drills. We just watched. CeeDee Lamb had a one-handed catch in the back left of the end zone. We weren't caring because we was looking right. We was looking right at Malik Hooker. And Malik Hooker had a one-handed catch. It's on my Twitter. Go see it. Malik Hooker had a one-handed catch. I swear, everybody stopped and went, "Oh, yes, we good. Safety." Then Malik Hooker getting this 3-point stance and start running some sprints. Oh, that's the speed we need, baby. That's the speed we need, baby. He was jogging and shit. We were just watching. And the DB coach threw the ball at Malik for every ball that came Malik way, like if it touched his hands, he caught it, which was fire. The coach threw the ball over Malik one day, and the crowd like, "Oh, come on, coach, man, throw the ball, man." So Malik, come on, man, throw the ball, man. Like we ignored camp to watch Malik Hooker warm up. I'll explain this because a lot of people was asking me about this too, so I figured, the difference between Malik Hooker and KZ is so different. Malik Hooker has to stay healthy, of course. That's the big issue, but KZ gets interceptions as a free safety from being in the right place at the right time. He may be a little down. A D lineman to bat a ball up. KZ will be behind it to catch it. You know what I'm saying? KZ would, he got a lot of his innocence. Like that one year where he led the league in picks or something like that. He got those picks because of being opportunist, being in the right place at the right time. He got those picks from a lot of deflections. The rare air of safety that Malik Hooker is in, that Earl Thomas air, that Grant Delpit air, that Richie Grant air, I think Richie Grant was in. You know what I'm saying? They're in the air of, I create my own plays as a free safety. That's why the idea of Malik Hooker is special. He got to stay healthy, though. But the idea of Malik Hooker is special. I don't like people watching highlight tapes, but y'all may only have 5 minutes because it's hard to find Malik Hooker in general. Go watch his highlight tape and you'll just kind of see one of those dudes that can be on the left hash, and if the ball is on the right numbers, somewhere he can get there with his speed and IQ and all that. Like, that's the kind of guy Malik Hooker is. And if Malik Hooker's healthy, ain't no KZ. Should I work all that? If Malik Hooker is healthy, ain't no KZ. What? Ain't no KZ. Ain't no KZ. Facts. So you may be in a situation where, hey, yo, KZ, you're gonna have to go like play nickel or something, or you're gonna have to like go you're gonna have to like go like play down or something, you know what I'm saying? But there's no more free safety spot for you. You know what I'm saying? There's no free safety spot for you if we have Malik Hooker here. Now, what makes this, what makes me feel better about this is that if we're ever in a situation where Malik Hooker, where he gets hurt again or whatever, then cool. We got KZ. We'll just switch those dudes and we'll just keep boogieing just like that. You know what I'm saying? Both those dudes are better than Darian Thompson, and that's what's most important. Malik Hooker, you would get excited about KZ simply because he's better than Darian Thompson. You get excited about Malik Hooker because he's legitimately elite at the free safety spot, and he can do some crazy things for this defense. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about Malik. And he's been on the sides, he's been on the courts, he just kind of been moving around a little bit. But when it's time to go, we gonna go. All right. Spell restaurant. Spell restaurant. So there's your Malik update. Donovan Wilson looks great. Looks like a leader. Great shape. Moving around well. He wishes he could hit somebody, but we gotta say that for camp or whatever. But that's just that. J. Ron Curse, he's out there, but I think he's simply a placeholder. I don't even think he beat. I don't think KZ has beat Hurst out. Not Hurst. Curse. He hasn't beat Curse flat out just yet. You know what I'm saying? So I still think free safety is wide open. I just don't want it to be a situation where Malik's healthy and Malik's better, but Dan Quinn just kind of like KZ more. I don't want it to be that kind of situation. But we'll see. We'll see. The rest of the safeties, Israel, I don't even notice them. That's another thing too about camp. Like you can get out there for camp, bro. You won't even notice a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Just by design of camp and how many bodies flying around. Like it really, I only know I can only give you a report on what I see is if I see something interesting. You know what I'm saying? So if nobody makes an interesting play, I can't speak on it. You know, Israel Mukwanu ain't made no plays. So that is what that is. Only reason I can say Reggie Robinson name because CD Lamb jumped over. You know what I'm saying? But Reggie made a play here. Maurice Canada's made a lot of plays. If he's the guy that's going to come in and do some rotation nickel things for you, that's cool. But you're going to start to realize it's just a lot of bodies in this cornerback room. It's a lot of bodies in this cornerback room. Boss Man Fat can play. Nashawn Wright can also play. How can I explain their dynamic? Let's work on that. Boss Man is so natural at the position. Boss Man is so natural with his athleticism. He's so natural with his movement that you feel like with just a little more time, Boss Man can be what you want him to be. Not Kelvin, Nashawn Wright, technically and athletically, is not what Boss Man is. But Nashawn is getting it done with just tenacity and being fearless. Not saying that Kelvin is afraid, but Kelvin isn't leaning on tenacity. Kelvin is leaning on technique and athleticism. And that by design could make you fearless. Nashawn don't care about nothing. And Nashawn could probably give up more plays. But his aggressiveness makes him look pretty good. I think regardless as a whole, as a fan base, people, I think we need to apologize to Nashawn. As draft guy, I definitely need to apologize to Nashawn because I just didn't do the homework on him. I think all draft guys kind of didn't do it because we just didn't know. We just didn't know. Nashawn's he definitely belongs in third round conversation. He's definitely a third round pick. So let's not even hate on that. If I had to give the edge to either one, I would say Boss Man because I've seen Kelvin move around. I've seen Kelvin move around in the nickel, and I've also seen him play outside on the left side. He's played the left cornerback spot. Diggs plays the right cornerback spot. I've seen both those guys on the field at the same time, and it looks like a pretty good setup when they're out there. Nashawn plays this side, but if y'all go back to my film session and watch that, Nashawn plays everything outside really well because he's lengthy guy, he's run guy, like I can run with you guy, and he's relatively I can sometimes turn guy. But when things go inside, that's when it gets kind of weird for Nashawn or whatever. So when you running like those sluggos, anything down the seams, those like double post routes or whatever, that's where Nashawn's gonna have his problem. He's fearless, but every time you see Nashawn make a play, it's outside. It's outside. That's where Nashawn lives at. Boss Man can cover three. Boss Man can play man. Boss Man can play nickel. So I think Boss Man will get on the field first. Kelvin will get on the field first, in my opinion. And I think he'll probably end up playing the outside guy. But I think in the future, if we ever had to rely on Kelvin and Nashawn, I think we could. Like Nashawn could play. Nashawn really can play. Maurice Candidate, we talked about Nashawn, we talked about Kelvin Diggs. Diggs just in the fire, man. Diggs just Diggs is on Lamb duty. You know what I'm saying? And I think both those dudes working together. I think Diggs gonna be great. I mean, Lamb gonna be great regardless, but Diggs is really gonna get better from having to deal with Lamb. You know what I'm saying? Every day there's an athletic catch. Every day there's a 9 route. Every day there's some speed. There's some high point in the football. Diggs gonna play against a regular receiver one day. Like, oh, this all right. this good to go. This cool. Jordan Lewis putting together some good days. Anthony Brown having some good days. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, defense looks better. Defense look good to go. You know what I'm saying? I think that's all I got for y'all. Questions. questions. What y'all got? Y'all have any questions? After that, I'm gonna hang out with Law Nation. Me and Jeff been hanging out the past few days. He got the Jerry Jones media party tonight, so he can't chill with us. You know, well, he can not go. He can, but he's not chilling with us tonight because he's going to the Jerry Jones media party. But I'm a kick it with Law though. Who is your surprise cut? I don't know. As a weird one. I don't know. Is Randy too small? No. He got launched by Tyron. Well, Tyron's incredible. Tyron threw Randy because Tyron's great. Randy's big as hell. Where you stand in Oxnard? In Oxnard. In Oxnard. Is Quinn putting defensive players in certain packages? Let me get back to you on that. I don't know. I'm not equipped enough to answer that question. Good question, though. Ben DiNucci's terrible. When you gonna hop on G-Bag Nation? It's not my bag. It's not my bag. And it's not their place to put me on radio. You know, they got a whole setup with the radio thing. You know, it's not that. They're saying Tyron Smith looking like a goat. When does he not look like a goat? You know, Tyron Smith always been a goat. You think Boss Man beats out Lewis or Brown by the end of the camp? We'll see. And that's not a bad thing for Boss Man. I just think Brown and Lewis playing really well too. So we'll see. Tristan was working the sides today. He was working on. He was working the bags. Tristan was looking really good today. It was looking really good today. Uncle Child, let me hear. What up, Unc? Who's your starting 1 and 3 techs? It's looking like Brent and Neville right now, but we'll see. Do you think Malik Turner makes the roster? He's been looking good. Nope. I just think the Cowboys are really good at evaluating wide receiver talent and really good at coaching them, but Coop, Lamb, Gallup, Noah, Simi, Cedric. So Eagles, Parker, Vasher, Turner, Mitchell, they all got to beat each other, and somebody got to be practice squad guy. It's just. How will new acquisitions affect the safety position? It probably won't. Is the turf bad out there? It's funny looking, but it ain't horrible. That ain't horrible. Is Urban taking up 2 linemen? It's practice, but I would imagine when the regular season come around, we'll have the answer to that. If they both have good camps and stay healthy, who has the bigger impact at the end of the year? KZ or Hooker? I think Hooker's the better player if that's what you're asking. Will McCarthy take over the play calling at some point? Why would he? Why would he when Kellen's so incredible? By what week do you think Boss Man becomes a starter? I mean, it could be week 1. I don't know. It depends. Depends. Did you talk about that Galmore play? Nope. Who's impressed you the most on defense this camp? Randy Gregory. What about that slot number 17? Yeah, that's what we was talking about. Yeah, he's not gonna make the team. Zeke getting 1,200, hopefully more. Gregory the best defensive player on the team now. He's definitely the best pass rusher, but sure. Reggie Robinson, haven't seen him. Reggie Robinson gonna have to. Only thing I saw from Reggie Robinson is CeeDee Lamb beat him that one time. How Josh Ball been getting whooped. Josh Ball been getting smoked, man. Nick Ralston, fullback. What do you think of him? He's good. Nick Ralston's really good. And his path to the team is shorter than everybody else. He just got to beat Shea Wooloney Lewis and Jeremy Sprinkle. Don't ask me how Sprinkle look because he ain't done nothing to stand out neither. So, April's in the chat box. Hey, April. Who's our kick returner? I saw Tony and Cedric do it. Tony and Cedric was doing it. Francis Bernard pulled his hamstring. He's out. You got to be a 1 or a solid to get considered. What do you think about the Cowboys being on Hard Knocks? Yeah, who cares? More content for us. We have to get out of free agent. We have to go out of free agency and get us a backup quarterback. We good. Who's out there? Who's out there better than Garrett Gilbert? And if that get hurt for a long time, it won't mean nothing anyway. Any other linebacker standouts? How do you think Mike McCarthy is coaching the team? I don't know what the hell. Mike McCarthy got to look for things to do, man, because Bones does all the situational work. Like, he'll line the ball up and tell Larry whatever. Kellen Moore calls the offensive plays. Dan Quinn calls the defensive plays. So I might not be doing nothing at practice. Anyway, much hit with the pass on. They still got to, like, be safe or whatever. But I'm just waiting on the O-line, D-line day with the pass on. We haven't seen, like a one-on-one pass rush. We haven't seen that yet, which is wild. We need more O-line backups. I think we good. We good on that. Gallup for Xavier? Nope. We can't afford Xavier right now. Then Xavier wants more money. So, nah. Is Randy our best defender? Yep. I bet I see you chasing Malibu, but I'm sorry. Did Tyron really body Randy? Yep. Donovan about to go off. About you not giving us answers, my guy. I mean, I'm giving answers where I have answers, but if somebody asked me, yo, Voch, what week is Boss Man Fat gonna start? What answer you want? I don't know. What you want me to call Dr. Strange? I don't know. Walk off. You're my new button. You're my new war call button. Want me to call Dr. Strange, man? How big is Isaac Adakon? He's as big as the other tackles, so he wasn't outstandingly big, but he was about that size. I guess 17 will go on the practice squad unless another team picks him up. Probably. Parsons is about to be the best team to have the defense since D. Ware. How is Watkins looking? Yeah, Watkins made me sleepy. I see Reggie Robinson. See Watkins made me sleepy. Yeah, man, Reggie got beat a few times, but he looks better at corner than he does at safety. Favorite new coach behind Dan Quinn? Um, I don't even. I can't watch film on coaches. I don't even know what they doing. Jabril can cover. He cool. You think Parsons will start? I don't think so. I think Jalen and Vander Esch are going to start, but I think Parsons will play a bunch. Parsons will play as many snaps as they play. Parsons, but he's going to move around a lot. So you can see Parsons in, like, we do some 3 linebacker sets or whatever. You'll see Parsons out there. If we run some 3-4 sets, or like a designated pass rusher set, I can see Parsons as a designated pass rush guy. But nah, I don't see Parsons starting like first team linebacker. I don't see it. What you and Law drinking? We had a few beers a little bit ago. That might be why I'm so animated. I got a text asking me have I been drinking. I'm like, maybe, but I'm fine. Not eating IHOP. If healthy, do we have a top 20 defense? Gotta be. Gotta be. I don't know what kind of answer. Me neither. Rule Glock, what they want me to say? How the Cali girls looking, Voch? I ain't gonna tell that story. Favorite Dragon Ball character and why? My favorite Dragon Ball character. Vegeta was a bad guy. Got beat up. Helped the protagonist whoop a racist. Died. Got brought back to life. Came to Earth. Never promised he wasn't gonna blow nothing up. Took Yamcha old lady. Got her pregnant. Just to have a tournament after the Cell games and blow stuff up. Uh, Tough dad. Good character development. And no matter how many transformations Goku get, he still say I'm better than you. Yeah. I like Vegeta. Vegeta's the guy. If he pushed the war call button one more time, war call. Damn it. How do linebackers look against the running backs? Parsons covers better than you think. Jabril can cover. Vander Esch can run around. Jalen looks weird. What's his face? Keanu Neal's been getting picked on. When I say picked on, I mean it's frequent. War call this. We should temper our expectations. Oh, pardon me, War call. Should we temper our expectations or just roll with the hype from my guys? Cowboys Nation. It can't be all goody goody. I don't think it's all goody goody. I just think sometimes if people can be naturally pessimistic, they only hear the good things that someone is saying, and they try to defeat that so that it would mold into their pessimism, right? Because I've said many things today. I've said Jalen looks weird. I said Carlos Watkins looks whatever. I've said Mike McCarthy ain't doing nothing in practice. I've said Reggie Robinson been getting whooped. I've been saying Keanu Neal been getting whooped. I've been saying Josh Ball, Isaac Adacon been getting whooped. Terrence Steele got whooped by Randy a couple times. Tyan Secchi doesn't have a firm grip on the swing tackle position. Well, what other negative stuff have I said? I said Nashawn Wright doesn't play routes on the inside very well. What other bad things have I said? I said a bunch of bad things, bro. These wide receivers ain't making the team. I said all kinds of Jarwin ain't gonna beat Schultz. It's just that if you're naturally pessimistic and you hear good news, you'll think, oh, we're hyping this person up. Oh, it's all goody goody. You'll think, oh, well, they just hyping. They homers. I've said my fair share of bad things today and good things today. You just only heard the good things. So nah. But we definitely gonna win that goddamn Super Bowl as I put my Jamie Foxx glasses on. Work off. God damn it. Is Yu Yu Hakusho your favorite? Yu Yu Hakusho is definitely top 5. Detective Conan is up in there. Dragon Ball's in there. It's a lot of it's top 5. Food Wars is fire. I don't know if it's top 5 though. How does Israel Mukwamu look? He ain't done nothing to make me notice him. Favorite moment of the day? This dude that's a freshman in high school, that 17-year-old named Oscar. He was listening to me and Law do a video, and I was breaking down some D line work, and he plays defensive end or whatever. He's a kid or whatever, plays defensive end. He looked at me and he said he learned something today. That's my favorite moment of the day. I think we have plenty of depth on the offensive line. Offensive line around the league is about what our offensive linemen are, and we have a lot of them. So, love that I call Frieza a racist. Frieza is definitely a racist. Be safe. Indeed, we're gonna be good to go. Jalen always looks weird. What's good, Voch? Been a minute. Salute, boss man. Fat is good. When's Voch's Voice podcast coming out soon? Brian SoCal, drop 5 in the super chat. Nice meeting you, Voch. Slap on them. That's who you are. Appreciate you, Brian. Sir, I got your page right over there. Appreciate you, sir. Official. I'd imagine that Southern California Dallas Cowboys fan club, SCDCFC. Appreciate you, sir. Salute. One thing that has you worried going into week 1? Nothing. But Voch, right claim to be Richard Sherman. Like, well, Richard Sherman didn't play his freshman year neither, his rookie year neither. So. You've been keeping up with the Marvel content and your thought. I mean, What If is coming out? What If is going to be fun? I watched Invincible the other day for the first time. Jesus, Invincible is crazy. I can't wait for that season 2. Diggs versus Lamb battle. How's that going? Diggs been getting a handful. Like, he been getting a play here and there, but Lamb been beating the shit out of Diggs, man. What's Cali like? It's probably like 108 degrees in Texas right now. Cali, I got up, walked outside, it was like 69 degrees, 70 degrees. Beautiful weather. Even in the height of the day, it's like 72 degrees. Cool people out here. Dope. The follow through after the war call. You got to. So we should be excited about both sides of the ball. You should be super excited about offense. You should be excited that your defense is better than it was last year. There you go. We're gonna answer a couple more. If you cut Brown, Lewis, Hill, Smith, and Van Der Esch, would we still have a decent defense? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. Maybe, but why we got to cut all the people? I guess our D line would be fine. You dishing Tristan. We'll have linebackers. We'll have corners. Yeah, we'll be a fine defense. Sure. I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't drop all those people. What's your favorite pair of shoes? All white forces, sir. All white forces are undefeated, and. Boy, Mickey dropped the banger on Royce, boy. I think Royce beat Lupe. I think Royce had the better verse than Lupe. Lupe had a great verse. Mickey checked some damn boxes, sir. Mickey Facts checked some boxes, sir. Jeez. You and Jeff doing a camp wrap up? Possibly. Space Jam 2 was awful. Good, I ain't watching it. UGK or Outkast? I think Outkast is better, but I also love UGK. Who's my starting cornerbacks week 1? Kelvin and Diggs, maybe. Something like that. You seen that Cali has prices, though? I know Texas is better off. Gas like $4.50 out here. Gas is $4.50, bro. Like I'm gonna go back to Texas with that damn $2.50 and not complain at all. Voch, I'm trying to Mason Rudolph me somebody. Hey man, be careful out there with that. I appreciate you. I appreciate the reference. Surf or twerk. Surf gonna choke on the third. Twerk gonna choke every round. Uh, Twerk on the big stage chokes every round, but twerk on some little league with cell phone cameras don't choke at all. He's incredible on those leagues. But you gonna watch Suicide Squad? Nope. When you get to the end of events where you have to do a recap, that show is amazing. Maybe on the Vice's Voice podcast, I'll recap it. Shouts out to PA. Shouts out to PA. I'm strapped in. I think that's all y'all got. And of course, if that's all y'all got, that's all I got. Is Foot's there? Nah, Foot's not there. The only people that's here. It was supposed to be the whole roster was supposed to be out here. The whole roster didn't show up though, which is cool. I think we're gonna run into more people when they have camp at Frisco or whatever. Definitely Scott gonna be out there in Frisco, but Scott couldn't come to Oxnard because he had some obligation with his movements or whatever. You know, he had to move his stuff from the East Coast, but Scott gonna be good. Um, it's basically me and Law, man. Jeff doing radio stuff, but it's me and Law. Tyson out there, and I went on his show a little bit, but we ain't necessarily like hanging out or nothing like that. And James allegedly around here somewhere, but I ain't seen James yet, so I don't know. Michael versus Saquon at the point of attack. Can't wait for that one. That'll be fun. Appreciate you, Chris. Drop the 5 with the super chat. Thank you for everything you make my husband's week. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all over there. Salute to y'all over there. Is Jalen Waddle the real deal? We gonna find out, ain't we? That's all I got for y'all, man. This was fun. I need to quit being lazy and hold y'all down with some content more often, man. But I just been enjoying myself, man. I just been putting my Jamie Foxx on while I say this. I just didn't want to be running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So caught up in the work that I can't enjoy the moment. You know what I'm saying? That I can't enjoy the time spending out there. You know, like if I was running around with my camera just trying to catch everything, I never would have met the people that's trying to say what's up to me, the people that's trying to fist bump and shake my hand, the people that's trying to just be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I met Jane Slater and she gave me a hug and she smells incredible. You know what I mean? Like if I was so focused on work, I never would have saw that. It's cool, man. It's cool. Camp is cool. Camp is cool. I'm enjoying it. We got a couple more days of it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm enjoy it. Come back to Texas, and when they have training camp in Frisco, and y'all go to Frisco to the Frisco camp, I'll see y'all in the Frisco camp. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, appreciate y'all. Love y'all to death. Hold it down for the Doski Woski Peace Whiskey. I'm about to text Law, see what's going on with him. And we just gonna boogie like that, man. I'm gonna try to get some more content out at some point. Law ain't going nowhere no time soon, so I feel like me and Law gonna definitely do something content wise before I leave. But I know Jane. I said Jane because Ruglot says Jane is boo. Jane is boo. Jane is whatever. Jeff is leaving in a couple of days. Jeff is leaving in like Saturday or something. This weekend, Sunday maybe. Jeff is leaving. So we gotta see if we can get the three of us on camera to do some work before Jeff leaves. But got a little more time to do some work before Law leave. But before I leave, Law gonna be here for another 5 weeks because Law work harder than me. But whatever. Y'all hold down for the Doski Woski. I'm about to get my tablet and watch Twitch and not watch this basketball draft that I care nothing about until I get that text from. And I probably got a text already. I'm probably about to just walk out the door back into the rental car. I love the rental car. It's crazy, but I want a truck. About to go over there, holler at Law, see what he talking about, and I'll catch y'all next time, man. Peace, man. There goes Skywalk still right there. Skywalk Step. I've said your name 8 times in the string. Let me take my Jamie Foxx off so I can look you in the eye. I've mentioned your name 3 times, sir. Shout out to Skywalk still. You deserve to be here too. But we're gonna chop it up on the next one. All right, man. He said it in Frisco. I'll catch you in Frisco, my guy. Till then, this goofy ass draft coming on that I know nothing about. But till then, peace, y'all. Salute. They booing somebody. What's going on, man? Why they booing that man? All right, hold on. Let me see why they booing this man.